sitting here with Superman himself, my Superman, because this is the one I grew up with, Dwight Howard. First season in the Big Three.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah?
I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying the competition. I'm enjoying the whole process of learning a new style. 3-on-3 is something that, we played in our backyard. We played at the gym, but I've never played it in an arena.
Is that the biggest adjustment for you going from the NBA to a league like this?
It is.
Yeah.
It is playing in the arena, and it's just half court. It's a little different. The style is a little different, but I enjoy it. It's a process of learning, and I'm happy that I'm healthy enough to do it. So it's a positive.
We need you to help us settle something. Okay, because shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously just won the championship, and Alex Caruso joked, I finally got a real ring. And we all know that the bubble championship is the most polarizing championship in the NBA. Some people say it counts, some people say it doesn't. I want you to settle this right now. Was that the most difficult championship, do you think, in NBA history, or one of the easier ones?
I think every championship is the most difficult in NBA history. Why? Because it's only one champion. It's only one champion, and everybody could talk about, there's no fans, it was no this, it was no that. That's what makes it harder. Why? You have no, for both teams, it's no fans in the stands, so now you can just go out there and focus on whatever it is going on in the game, which is winning. And when you got all the other variables, trying to make sure your family's in town, your kids are straight, everybody's right for the games and all these different things, then that could add added stress or pressure in your own mind. So now you're in a situation where nobody has nothing but basketball. So you're going to get the highest quality of basketball from all the players. Now, mind you, none of us wanted to actually be there because of what was going on the outside, but we're there. So let's win. And everybody played to win. So just for them to discredit it, it doesn't matter. My championship ring does not say bubble championship on it. It says 2020 Lakers champion.
What do you think it is about the bubble championship that has so many people discrediting whether it was legitimate or not? Is it because there were no fans? Is it because there was no home court advantage? Is it because it was a shortened season?
It's because they didn't win.
Ooh.
Why would you discredit something that if you did it? Why would all of us be talking about something we won, but it wasn't that hard because it's the bubble championship? We won. If another team would have won, they would have said they won. But because it's the Lakers, because it's a team with LeBron on it, you got a lot of polarizing players on that same team, it's something that's still being talked about. But I got my ring. More importantly, top 75 to me is something that should be a travesty with me not being on that over a bubble ring or not. So, for me, if we want to do something like that, but again, I won my championship no matter what nobody say. It's say 2020 Lakers, and that's how all of us feel. If we feel disrespected that people say that.
I'm glad you mentioned top 75 because that was something that caused a lot of discourse in the world of NBA. I remember having the conversation on air, and people were genuinely surprised that you were not on that list, and there were other names. We're not going to mention them, but there were other names on that list who did not have the type of career that you did. That were. When you saw that list and you're kind of, scanning for your name and you realize, oh, it's not there. Walk me through that.
Well, the first time I knew that it probably was a possibility that I wasn't going to be on it was, I think ESPN did like every day they was naming the players that was going to be on it, and then it was like 10 left. And when I saw it was 10 left, I was like, man, they finna do it to me. They finna do it. I know it. I feel it.
Yeah.
Then it got down to 5. I said, yeah, don't even think about it. But then when they listed all the players, I'm like, man, this is like a big slap in the face. I took that to heart. But I always find ways to turn any negative into a positive. And that positive came this year when I was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. That is the biggest accomplishment you can get as a basketball player. So by being able to get into that, it's just like, of course I can be upset about the top 75, but now my name is in the history books forever as Basketball Hall of Fame. I represent basketball. So that's like a big honor for me and anybody that's played this game.
For sure. And I mean, it's an impeccable class that you're going in with. Want to switch gears a little bit because I read something, and I need you to fact check this. All right, I read somewhere that your max bench press was 365. Is that right?
I've done some crazy bench presses.
365. First of all, how many reps did you do?
One or two.
Okay, and
Yeah. Can I do that now?
Can you still do it?
Nah. It's too much weight.
What made you even want to see if you could lift that much weight?
I actually lifted more, but what I was trying to do was just get bigger.
Well, you were plenty big.
But my free throws and my shots kept getting stronger and stronger. So I was like, I got to stop this bench pressing because my shots is hit the backboard too hard. And I built the Magic a new arena. And I'm like, I can't do that to another team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me stop this bench pressing.
What motivated your physique? Because that was something that was so unique to you. Obviously, everyone remembers just how massive your arms were. And I feel like there hasn't been a player, maybe Giannis is like the player that has come most close. We've seen that transition in his game. But I remember you being one of the first, just so brolic, as we say in New York, on top.
I wasn't at first. When I first came in, I was super skinny. And it was a player by the name of Kevin Willis. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't.
Kevin Willis, old school big man. And it was my first season. And I went to go try to box him out. And I put my arm up to hit him. And he like chicken wing, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
He took his arm and he closed my arm in. And I couldn't move. And I was like, damn, I'm never going to let this happen to me again. And so from then on, I was like, I'm going to eat all the weights. That's all I'm going to do is eat weights. And I just got in the gym after that. And my shoulders got bigger. And my head seemed like it got smaller. They started calling me Beetlejuice. So, yeah, it was crazy after that.
When was the point where you realized, all right, I'm too big? Like, I'm too swole. I got to trim down a little bit.
Actually, in Orlando, I remember doing a dunk contest, and they had – you can look it up. I think the dunk contest was in Phoenix, and I was supposed to have a jersey that fit like a tank top.
Yeah.
But the jersey was too tight. It was too tight. It was
like
way too. It was past a baby medium. Like I don't mind small shirts, you know what I'm saying, but because I got a short torso. But this one was tripping. Like they painted a shirt on me. I was like, yo. Why you tripping, son?
Yeah, gotta lay off the bench presses.
Yeah.
You're obviously one of the most famous big men to ever play the game, but I want you to build me a Mount Rushmore. 4 guys. You can include yourself. Big men only. Any era of basketball.
Okay. Wilt, because that's my favorite. Kareem, because that's the GOAT. Oh, so many great big men. But I got to put Shaq and myself. Us 4.
I like that. I've heard you do a pretty good Shaq impression.
I never did that before.
No? I heard that you did one on the Big 3 podcast.
That wasn't me. That was my twin. I got a twin brother. His name is Rashad.
What's his name?
Rashad Rick James. RRJ.
Okay. And he did the impression.
He did the impression because, yeah, I'm kind of like the guy that's locked in and focused on the
Can
games.
we get an impression of your impression of Rashad doing Shaq?
Let me talk to him.
Hey, listen, I don't think that's possible because if I do that, everybody in here is going to get in trouble. I love Dwight. He's top 75. He is a Hall of Famer. I'm going to walk him out. Can you dig it? Shaq out.
Amazing.
That's my dog.
Amazing.
I love Shaq.
Amazing. All right, rapid fire before we let you go. That was spot on. I felt like I was sitting with Shaq. How old were you the first time you dunked the basketball?
On the 10-foot goal?
Wherever you first dunked a basketball. Could
I
be
first
anywhere.
dunked at 3. I got a picture of it. It was a little old Michael Jordan Fisher-Price goal. My same dunk that I was doing when I was in the league, I did it then.
Okay. Your basketball GOAT.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Nice. We don't hear his name often when we always hear
They be
Jordan.
saying Lou Alcindor.
I'm saying most people we hear Jordan, we hear
Kobe.
Kobe,
You
we
might hear
hear
LeBron.
Bron.
You might hear Magic Johnson. But hey, Kareem, if you're talking about all of basketball, high school, college, NBA, the man was so cold. He changed his name and still scored over 10,000 points.
This is true.
That's crazy. He was Lou Alcindor and went to Kareem. He had one shot that nobody has stopped, and they still can't stop it or really duplicate it. It's the sky hook. He can do it from anywhere.
All right, worst trash talker in the NBA during your time.
The worst trash.
The worst.
When
Like
you say,
try to trash talk you, but just didn't have an effect on you.
KG, but one time we got into it, and but nah, KG.
Okay, best trash talker during your time.
KG too.
So he's the best and the worst. Favorite sports movie.
Favorite sports movie. Oh man, all the movies coming in my head right now. It has to be Denzel, football.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Like Eagles, y'all. Like Eagles, y'all.
Best basketball player in the world right now.
Best basketball player in the world right now. That's so tough. Okay, in what league?
In the NBA.
In
Let's do the
NBA? In the NBA, overall best player?
Best player in the world.
Ooh, you got Joker.
That's been a popular answer today.
But I like Shea. I can't. The best player won the championship. I got to give it to him. I mean, every night you could count him in for 32 points.
Okay.
That's tough.
So are you one of those people who thinks the minute you win a championship, you dethrone whoever is the best player in the league?
Well, that's just like if you're in a boxing match and you beat the champ. You the champ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you run in a race and you pass the person that's in second place, what place are you?
I'm in first, but if
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
I caught you. You answered it too fast.
I'm not in first?
No, if you run in a race and you pass the person that's in second place, what place are you?
Oh, now I'm in second.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I caught you quick.
Yeah, you did.
Rapid fire.
You rapid fired me. All right, toughest defender you ever faced.
Toughest defender. I'll give you a couple good ones. McDice, Rasheed Wallace, and what's his name? Pekovic. And I got to give a shout out to big Frenchie, Kendrick Perkins. He was a pretty good defender.
I like that. Okay, toughest player you ever had to defend.
Toughest player I've had to defend? Oh, man, yeah, I was pretty tough. He's 7'5", and he could shoot, post up, hook shots. I would say yeah, I was pretty difficult.
All right, this question we're getting a lot of different answers about, but I'm excited to hear yours. What is one thing most people don't know about you?
One thing
doesn't have to be sports related either.
One thing most people don't know about me. I mean, our lives are all over the world. Everybody can look us up and see stuff. I would say that I'm a quiet person.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like to be alone and be outside.
Like solitude?
Yeah, in nature. I like to be outside in nature. Sun gaze. I'm a sun gazer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like to stare at the sun.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
They lied to you.
I don't think you're supposed to stare directly at the sun.
Who told you that?
Science.
Science told you that.
You don't think that science is onto something by not staring directly into... If you stare directly into that light long enough, you don't think you're going to eventually want to, look
That's
away?
That's not the sun.
I'm saying, just hypothetically speaking, if I stare at that light long enough, eventually it's going to, have an effect on me, no?
Well, the sun is full of melanin. We are made of melanin. We are living in consciousness. Without the sun, nothing would be here. Me, you, nothing else. So the sun has seen everything. We've heard about this statement before. There's nothing new under the sun, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there's times during the day where you can stare at the sun. You never want to stare at the sun when it's at its peak because it's too hot. So if you stare at the sun when it's about to go down and set, or early in the morning, you can catch the consciousness that the sun wakes up to or goes to sleep with. So, I mean, it's worked for me. I've gotten a lot of my downloads from looking at the sun, from staring at the sun. You watch the moon, don't you? You know about the cycles of the moon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, we can go into that too.
Listen, Dr. Dwight Howard, everybody.
Yes, I'm Dr. Dwight Howard. Science, which is just knowledge. That's all that is.
Well, I appreciate you thrusting your knowledge upon me in this conversation. Good looks. I will stare at the sun today, and I will think of you.
Just wait. Don't do it when it's too hot.
Okay.
Just wait. And
like 6 p.m.?
6. Well, because the sun goes down now probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So about 7 o'clock would be a good time.
So 7 p.m. I'm going to stare at the sun, and I'm going to say, Dwight Howard told me to do this.
It's going to look like a portal. You're going to be able to look through the sun. You're going to say, I've never seen the sun like this.
Okay.
Or you can do it early in the morning. I'm an early riser.
All right. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. Now, if something happens, I'm putting it on you.
The only thing that can happen is you're going to get some more knowledge. That's it.
Thank you.
She said this one only got one
No,
paper.
we have a few things on this paper. All right. We're going to play a little trivia game with you. All right. Top 5 players that assisted you the most in your NBA career. Can you name them?
Hedo Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis.
That's 2.
Jameer Nelson.
3.
James Harden.
Ooh, 4.
Steve Francis.
Nice. I will give you bonus points if you can give me the exact number.
The exact number of assists?
Yeah, for each guy that you just mentioned.
Come on now. That's a lot of numbers.
All right, how about I give you the number, you tell me who it belongs to. Is that better?
Okay.
Okay, 502.
Is that the highest or
Yes,
the lowest?
it's the highest.
If that's the highest, it has to be... I see Hedo or Jameer.
There you go.
So I'm going to go with Hedo.
There you go. All right, 463.
Something's telling me James, but I think it might be Jameer.
Yes,
Okay.
2 for 2. 230.
230. Did James pass it to me that much? Steve.
No, James Harden.
It was James.
It was James Harden.
Stick with your first mind. Stop doing that. You got it. Okay.
164.
Steve. No, Steve's last. He is last. Jameer. No, who did I say? Oh, Sweet Lou.
Yes.
Sweet Lou will always catch me with the.
And then
post up, spin
123
out.
is Steve Francis.
It's Steve Francis.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? 502?
502 assists from Hedo Turkoglu. That's how I got the most dunks in history.
Yeah.
From my guys in Orlando.
What a time. Orlando loves you, I got to say.
I love Orlando.
We have a diehard Orlando Magic fan at CBS Sports. And
yes.
never let us forget the Dwight Howard Orlando Magic
That
experience.
was the best time.
Do you still remember the song?
Which one?
The Orlando Magic song.
The new one? Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
We heard that.
Oh, don't get me started. Now. That's my jam. Now you playing
We're
around.
gonna clip that and send that to Jacqueline.
That's
ASAP.
my team.
That's your squad.
Orlando, they just got to do one thing for you, boy. Just one thing. That 1-2 up at the top.
You gonna shed a couple tears when that happens? It's
A
coming.
couple? What? That's the biggest. That's one of the greatest honors as a player, to have your jersey put up in the rafters. That's why I played.
Yeah.
Every time before the games, I'm looking up there in opposing arenas, seeing who they got up there. Like, that's who I'm playing against.
Can we expect some tears at the Hall of Fame too?
You
During
can
your
expect
speech?
tears any day from me. I cry.
You're a crier?
Yeah, you gotta let them out. You gotta let whatever's your body is releasing, just let it go. If it's tears, cry. God see those tears.
I have to say, I've learned so much from you in this conversation.
What you learn, girl?
You are like a shrink, a doctor, a
shrink.
scientist, all in one person. Basketball player. I'm gonna go stare at the sun and just like meditate and try to like obtain knowledge.
When
and
you meditate, just breathe.
there's just so much happening in this conversation that I've walked away from. So I thank you for that.
Okay, Big A.